MIGORI. Our chief officials, wherever you are, thank you for coming. Our social leaders, wherever you are, just stand and wait. Thank you for coming here and blessing this occasion. At this point, allow me to hand over this program to the MEC 3. Thank you. And God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, madam. I want to be very brief. Bwana CS, the governor, we have been here for a long time. But today, I'm not going to say anything because my boss is here. My boss who is representing the Secretary General is none other than Dr. Malel. Thank you, brother.
The National Treasury CS, ourselves brothers and sisters, Brother John Ngongo, and you know, from where I come from, sir, that name Ngongo, it means who is who. Who is who in this government? Ngongo. We pronounce as a 𝗡𝗥𝗧𝗜𝗔, that is how and what it means. Daktari 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏, Your Excellency, PS Wadode Wagunda, Assets and Investment, the leadership of our union, where we have the National Executive Council members, leadership from the different branches that are represented here. My brothers and sisters, solidarity! Solidarity! CSR, you know, we have had our time and we have transacted our business as a union, right from the branch level to the national level. So you will have your humble time, and these members are really expecting to hear from you. But I want from the onset to say, from the onset, sir, that recently we want to thank the government, the broad-based government, and we are supporting it fully as teachers of this country. Recently, we had a rare special invite to the State House. And we went there representing the teachers of this country in numbers, the 10,000 of us. Unfortunately, because of God's plans, this man speaking here became the leader of the delegation of the 10,000 teachers. And I sat next to the president. So as I sit next to you, I had an opportunity, that rare opportunity, to sit next to the president. And he whispered it to me, I whispered it to him in our local dialect. So I want to appreciate, because you are here and you are the government, we want to appreciate as teachers of this country and the many proposals in our memorandum, the memorandum that you presented to the president. He literally answered everything and is promising through the relevant government authorities, one being your department, sir, your ministry, and we are sure all the things, including this one on reducing the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, the cycle of 4 years to 2 years. And when we talk about reducing the cycle, it means it involves money, and that is your docket, Waziri. Waziri, we want to also thank the president, because he said when it comes to promotion of teachers, there is a way that he wants us to have as many teachers as possible. And because on a yearly basis, 25,000 teachers are being promoted, he said from 1 billion that your docket has been giving the Teacher Service Commission for promotion, he is going to do what it takes to have 50,000 teachers, allocation of 2 billion shillings. On employment, he said a matrix should be set by the people in charge of the Teachers Service Commission, the Minister of Education, in consultation with the unions. And then we see those teachers who graduated and have been out in the cold, wallowing, following the many years that they have not had employment in this country. And that they should know the statistics, the numbers, and they be given a chance to be employed. Finally, on capitation, you can see you heard from the pupils and the teachers representing the other teachers that when it comes to issues of capitation, and even the president said there is a mismatch between the financial year and the academic calendar. And if your ministry and the Minister of Education shall sit, then there can be an alignment. Sir, because of time, I want to say you come from this county, and you understand the tribulations and trials that teachers face. And they are doing their best to sit with the learners and produce people like you, people like the governor, people like the PS, and all of us. We went through the hands of teachers. Our big request now, as we prepare for Jamhuri Day, kindly pick a teacher from this county. As other CSS pick a teacher from those counties. Honor them. We have this head of state commendation. It's going to other people. It should come to the teachers. Pick any teacher from this county or any other part of this region. Your Excellency, the Governor, you've heard from some of our leaders talking about devolving education. We want to say the teachers of this country are not for that idea. And we have said the county governments have enough trouble dealing with the teachers in ECD. Kwa hivyo sisi si upande huo. Ama namna gani? No devolution of education. Finally, the issue of SHA. We are not opposing SHA. But what we are saying is that the government should allow us to consult with the Teacher Service Commission. In fact, the reason why SG, Brother 𝗨𝗡𝗡𝗧𝗜𝗎𝗓, the reason why SG, Brother 𝗨𝗡𝗡𝗧𝗜𝗎𝗓, is not in this forum, it was supposed to be the case from our side. But it's now with the Teacher Service Commission. And we are telling the Teacher Service Commission and the government that the teachers of this country are not ready to board. We are not going to be onboarded to SHA for now. Ama namna gani? Until and unless we are told that once teachers are moved from the medical scheme that we have to the next one, there will be an announcement and there will be something on top, not what we have now being reduced. On that note, I want now to invite one of our own, and I want to thank the county government of MIGORI. Your Excellency, we salute you. You have done very well. You have employed some of our colleagues. We have teachers in your government, and now the branch has confirmed that you are supporting them very well. And once you scratch our back, we will definitely scratch yours. Eh? Ni namna hiyo. And I'm happy the CS is anakaa na watu huko mashinani. Anakaa na watu. Nimekuelewa sana. I used to see you when you were a member of parliament. And I was a branch executive secretary in Bomet. And I've always admired you. And the future is bright. You know, I'm from that region. You know the region I'm talking about. Your future is bright. Now, let me invite Waziri, who was one time a very close colleague of mine when I was branch executive secretary Bomet. He was a branch secretary in this branch, MIGORI. And when I was an NEC member, we were elected together the same day, 26th of June, 2021. I want to thank the government because of your elevation, and I am handing over the mic to you. Do it on behalf of the government and escalate the program. Solidarity! 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 Waziri umesikia ya pili, wanasema pesa!
Thank you so much, the National Chairman, Kenya National Union of Teachers, to the CS from the national government in charge of the treasury or finance, the permanent secretary in charge of assets, management and investment, His Excellency the Governor of this great county of MIGORI, the national leadership of NAT, led by my friend Malel, and also members of the NEC. I can see Dunga. I can see my friend from Kisumu West. I can see Rope. I can see Ombori. I can see Brother Bosco. Those were people whom I worked with, and also the leadership of this branch, the great teachers of Migori. Solidarity. 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 Bwana CS, just as the chairman said, I came from the union leadership and joined the county government of Migori in 2022 when I was the branch executive secretary, the county secretary, and also a member of the National Executive Council. And it is an honor given to us by His Excellency the Governor to be part of his government, and that is courtesy of our good working relationship with our teachers here. Allow me at this point in time do a quick round of introduction by requesting those who work in the county government of Migori, right from the directorate to the higher level, please just rise and wave. For the time, we won't allow you to be here. Thank you so much. I can see the director of education is here, the director of gender, together with the sub-county admin and other staff from the office of the governor. After that, I want to also confirm that the director of education was an assistant executive secretary, Nat Kuria East, and is also part of this government. Just wave, my brother. Thank you so much. I want to call upon a few people here to make some remarks, very brief ones, before I escalate the program to His Excellency the Governor. Allow me start with Mheshimiwa Kale, who is the MCA for 𝗨𝗡𝗔𝗖𝗛 Ward. Wima Black, to 𝗨𝗡𝗔𝗔𝗖𝗛, to 𝗨𝗚𝗡𝗔𝗔𝗖𝗛. Mheshimiwa Kale, karibu.
Asante to CS, Governor, na walimu wote, amjambo. Kwa majina naitwa 𝗨𝗡𝗔𝗔𝗖𝗛 𝗏𝗡𝗏. Mimi ndio MCA wa 𝗨𝗡𝗡𝗏 Ward ukupande wa Nyatike South. Waziri, hii ndio kitu tunataka unafanyia wananchi. And I would like to ask you, Waziri, I want you to support my sister here, ili hii ujenzi yenye umeanza hapa iishe na ikamilishwe, ili hao walimu waingie, ili wapate uongozi mzuri. Si ni hivyo ndugu yangu? Correct. 2 term, yes. Wacha wao wasalimie kwanza. Waziri, mimi kama 𝗨𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗡, unanijua vizuri sana, wewe ni anko yangu. And this is my sister who is the branch secretary. Waziri, I've been telling you to support this my sister. If you support her, kila kitu itaenda tunywe hapa Migori County. And 2027 walimu nawaomba, nataka mpige Ruto kura ili arudishe Vadi Kwazi tena. Wakati yenye sikuwa nimekuja kuongea hapa, nilisikia kama ndugu yapo hapa anasema hapa walikuwa wana whisper kidogo na president. I also want to whisper to CS na governor na kwa Kijaluo, ili kila mtu asikie. Mmekubali? Jadung John Mbadi manya mera office michako kane adwa ni mondo itiek na office ni mondo jopuonj oyude do. An mano kitimo na gima chaka wacho onge. To wach machaka wacho ni jo Migori makono uchop. Yawa an gima dakwa ukaka jo Migori ni wayie uru watigi sirkal matiyo. En adira makene ni nyaka nyocha Mbadi donji kaka CS. Nyasa chiel ndege thogo mana Ruto gweng'wa ka. Ndege tho mana go Ruto gweng'wa ka. Sama pin mbadi ni Migori. Sama pin mbadi ni nyateke aber kosok ber. Omiyo 2027 koda rachni koda berni wan waruto kosok wanwo. Wan wakia ruto wan wange mbadi ruto waber kosok ber. Mogik jopuony joma riek. Gima dakwau kik wane mudho la e ot. Migori kano wacho ni en totam. Obaro notime totam, Ochilo botime totam. Yaber kosok ber. Yaber kosok ber. Ka ng'eni na chwanyi tiye wena wan nyatike wakucho. Rachni berni wadhi gone go Ochilo mbogura yako mir Nyasaye gwero uru kamano.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Kale. Allow me also call one of the guests who accompanied the CS, Madam Lucy Manyala, who is an MP aspirant for Suba South. Just introduce yourself and one word for the time we are constrained with.
Good morning, teachers. Actually, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, teachers. I love the way you are alert. I'm Lucy Manyala, just like it's been mentioned. I'm from Suba South. I have accompanied the CS to this function. I feel much privileged to be here because I'm a daughter of a teacher, the late Mwalimu Vicky Omondi. I know most of you have interacted with him. He's now the late. He comes from Sare, Kamagambo. Hallelujah. I'm also married to a teacher, Mwalimu Lamek Manyala. He's also a teacher and a head teacher for that matter. And I'm privileged to be here. Have you welcomed us? We have walked a long journey with the Migori County, as Homa Bay County, and as Suba South. And anything that Migori teachers will ask for, I will ask Waziri to listen to them. Yes. Your governor, His Excellency Ochilo Mbogo-Wonayako, has also been so accommodative and very friendly. I must mention that I love the togetherness that our leadership from Luo Nyanza are showing, and they are bringing the CS down here every other time just to make people and our people to be close to the government. I love the pronouncements that you're making here, that you're giving Ruto another 2 terms, with reasons that we will mention when that time comes. May the Lord bless you.
Thank you so much. We have also the representative of the area MP, Mheshimiwa Junet Sheikh Nur, and is represented by the manager of the constituency, Mr. Mauko. Kindly make a remark as you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Waziri. Our chief guest of today, CS John Mbadi, our governor, our PS, and all our teachers. Pesa. I thought that was your slogan. Hey, I've just picked it from here. Pesa. Hey, so you can know, you can start from Z to A. Thank you. I'm Kenneth Mauko, the constituency manager, Suna East. I'm here on behalf of Mheshimiwa Junet, who is the member of parliament for this area. Wherever you are seated here, and where you are putting up your office as the teachers' fraternity, we will be hosting you as Suna East. And that's why when Junet was not able to come, he has sent me to come and stand in for him. Mekubali hiyo. I have 3 words in short. I know the teachers, the NAT fraternity, you have an iron lady. This lady has been knocking our office day and night. She's not sleeping to make sure teachers are comfortable. She's not coming for her personal gain. Always when she comes, she also comes with a bag carrying the baggage of the teachers. Support her. Mheshimiwa had said, Secretary, get this. Mheshimiwa Junet said he knows that they fundraised here some months ago, and the money which we got may not achieve our goal. So this is the message. Wherever you need his assistance, mahali mtafika mtakwama, just knock at his door. So that we make sure, so that we make sure we have the building complete. And this building, it is very good because it will be the face of Sunais. Two messages to our chief guest. Allow me say that during your time when you became the CS Finance, is the only time these teachers have accepted to go to dialogue table without saying they are going for strike. The people who have been there before did not want to listen to teachers. I'm saying, CS, that's a good move. And that's why they are saying, to what? I know you gave them something. And they said, let us take this one as we're waiting. And guest of honor, the money of this country is in your hands. Just scratch those pots which are remaining. Add these teachers something. Lastly, there is something which is not said here. I know, CS, it may not be in your docket, but you are at the decision-making table there. These teachers have been crying day and night, January, December, about the promotion, where the teachers stagnate in a job group even for more than 10 years. When you sit with the president, because today you are the super CS, talk the teachers' agenda about the promotion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Before I escalate this program to a higher level, my dear teachers, I just want to say that we appreciate His Excellency the Governor for onboarding us to his government. And since he onboarded us, he has always stood with you in all your functions. Do we affirm that? Yes. Secondly, currently I'm in the Department of Health. And we have also onboarded our own, your insurance scheme. So we provide an array of services. Clinical services are provided there which you can benefit from. Radiology services, oncology services, and even optical services. And we have highly qualified consultants and doctors. Make use of the same, and we shall be admitting you in our amenity units, wards, in case you may wish to be admitted, or the condition may make you be admitted. So kindly, the governor has provided all the commodities which you may need upon prescription by our various doctors. So that is a thing which I wanted to pass to you. And lastly, I want to say that this government led by our dear governor is equal to the task and fulfilling all the election promises and all that was in his manifesto. What I'm pleading from you is that come 2027, just as the governor has also been remembering you in all your activities, do you promise that we are going to re-elect him? Do we promise that we are going to re-elect him? And as you do so, also President Ruto, so that Mheshimiwa Mbadi may continue being in the treasury to complete this project which he has started. And this year, when I was the branch executive secretary, I was in a commission where we had started discussing Nyatike to be considered as a hardship area. Now that you are in the treasury, I request that you escalate that so that even if there are parts of Nyatike to be considered for hardship allowance, let it be done so that our teachers here who are coming from Nyatike can also benefit. With those few remarks, I want to invite the PS in charge of public investment and assets management to address the teachers. Thereafter, he will invite His Excellency the Governor, who will eventually invite the chief guest for the day. How many are welcoming the PS? And the PS is the son of the soil. Si mnakubaliana hiyo? Karibu bwana PS.
Awudalawa. CS National Treasury, who is also my boss, His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Chilayako, Executive NAT officials who are seated here, all teachers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm going to take only 3 minutes. First, my name is 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. I'm the Principal Secretary, Public Investment and Asset Management at the National Treasury. CS, I want to tell teachers that I was once a teacher, and I taught at Bugari Secondary School before joining government, again in Treasury, then moved to Kenya Revenue Authority, then left Kenya Revenue Authority as Deputy Commissioner, Intelligence and Strategic Operations, Kenya. CS, all the questions that were asked as your accounting officer, I'll leave them to you because they were addressed to the CS. But I want to talk about only 3 issues. And number 1 is asset management. And when I talk about asset management, because the governor is also here, I'm in charge of all government assets, including the one that you are going to put up. And my request is, please make sure that you get the title deed of that piece of land. Once you get that title deed, then we'll put it in our register, then we manage it properly. And that one includes all county assets as well. I had some discussions with counties, and MIGORI was represented in Kisumu, and so far they are doing a wonderful job. Number 2, all of you have heard about EGP, Electronic Government Procurement. Those who want to do business with the government, those who are doing tendering with the government, we are no longer accepting manual documents. We have to do it electronically. If you want to do business, do it electronically. I can assure you, even me, CS, yesterday, I made a tender through EGP. And you will see the tender being advertised on Tuesday. So EGP is working. And the reason why we brought EGP is to bring about efficiency in government, eliminate corruption in government, and we hope to save at least between 150 to 250 billion. If we can save that, then CS will be in a better position to give you people money for your promotions. So please support EGP. Finally, we are also coming up with pensions management system. We are digitalizing pensions department. And we started all the way in January up to June. Then we closed the register in June. I know some of your friends, some of your fathers, some of your relatives must have missed pension in the month of July. They missed because they never registered electronically. And that is one way the CS is trying to clean up the pensions register so that we can save also another money there and make sure that we finance either health, education, or any other program. So if somebody didn't register and missed, please advise them to go to Huduma centers and register or come to National Treasury. Finally, CS, I want to thank the Secretary. When the Secretary wanted to meet CS, She really pushed me. And she forced herself up to my office. And since it's coming from my area, I said, fine, come in. And I gave a date even without consulting the CS. And I'm happy the CS accepted that date, and today the CS is here. CS, I don't have much to say because today is not my day, it is your day. It is now my humble duty to invite the governor to say something and invite you. Thank you, CS.
Usiwe na... Hello? Itarudi tu. Sawa sawa, asante. Asante sana. Asante sana. Do not worry, it's not going away. Iko tu hapa. Na itarudi mahali tu ilikuwa. Hamjambo walimu. Solidarity. Solidarity. Asante sana. The CS National Treasury, the PS, colleagues behind me. Usijali, hiyo ni karatasi, si pesa. Usijali. I want to say how happy I am. I am very happy to be here among teachers of Migori County, the Migori branch. In my whole life as a young person, I'm not saying I'm very old, but I've grown beyond the age of referring to myself as a young person. I have always appreciated the teachers, and I have many teachers who are my friends. We share a lot of things. Right now we share a county. In my administration, I have a team made up of many people, including teachers. And my administration respects and loves teachers. We have given teachers very core responsibilities. A while ago, had a critique of mine say that why does Ochilo surround himself with the teachers? Why doesn't he pick other professionals? I said sorry for such thinking. If you are taught by a teacher and what you profess to know came from a teacher, and when it comes to offering opportunity to serve the people, you relegate teachers into invisible offices, sorry for you. I hope the teachers will agree with me that teachers deserve opportunity to serve. I say so because I love teachers, and I say so because I was once a teacher many years ago. And today the guest of honor will say to you that I was once his teacher, and I was a jovial teacher, a jolly good fella when I was teaching him. I was a young man those many years ago, and we worked very well. In my journey to high school, I went to many primary schools and was taught by many teachers. I went to those many primary schools because the teachers with whom I lived were nomadic from one school to the other. Tukihama shule moja, pamoja na mwalimu tunahama pamoja. Huyo akienda college, tunaenda na mwalimu mwingine. So I went to as many as nearly 7 primary schools in 7 years. So that tells you how what I became in high school and later on in life, the teachers contributed to it. I learned to read, and I'm a habitual reader because knowledge is in reading. Nowadays, people read electronically. I used to read books. And when I was in class 4, I read Things Fall Apart time and again. I read Mind Boy time and again because there was nothing else to read, and the teacher with whom I lived was a reading teacher. So I appreciate this profession, and I appreciate you very much. I want to thank the leadership that you have put in place. I normally study how you operate in your union. Your union is very focused, and you only engage government on matters that are important to your members. I studied the administration of your union before this one. There was no sabotage when it came to running the education department. The administration that you put in place before the one that was last, there was no sabotage when you were engaging the national government. I want to give you the accolade you deserve. Members of NAT, continue negotiating hard, but never push until a government collapses. When this nation collapses and we do not have taxes and resources, all of us will have no salaries, all of us will have no employment. But that does not mean that you should relegate your interest to the periphery or to a place that is not important to members. I also want to thank your leadership and yourself for appreciating the little you get and continuing operating with hope and fighting for more. Kwa hivyo, executive secretaries who are here, including NAT administration, wale wako hapa, continue discussing. Dialogue is the way to go. Continue pressing on. Hata hiyo mmepata kidogo, wekeni mfukoni, mtafute ingine. Lakini kwa njia ya dialogue. Kwa njia ya nini? Mimi ni mtu wa 2 terms. Sio 2 term yangu peke yangu, ni lazima niombe yangu kwa sababu mimi nataka niwe na 2 terms. But I also want to appeal to you that I have, and just listen to me, I've been around for a while in elective positions. The whole of my life, apart from being the stint when I was a lawyer, I have been in public service, even when I'm out of parliamentary or county elections. I have been a staff of the national government seconded to South Sudan as an advisor of the president of South Sudan. I have been a commissioner of the African Commission on Nuclear Energy, including its chair. That is public service. I have also been chief executive officer and chairman of the nuclear organization that is called NEPIO, using technical language. So I've been a public servant. I have had the rare privilege of serving with the 4 presidents. It's only 2 who are alive. I have served with and under Moi. I have served with and under Kibaki. I have served with and under Uhuru Kenyatta. And now I am serving with and under President Ruto. I want to assure you that our 2-term clarion call or mantra as Migori County is because of the observation. There is no single president ambayo anatembelea wananchi kuliko President Ruto. There is no single president ambayo anatembelea wananchi kuliko President Ruto. There is no single president of Kenya who works with his competitors and adversaries and is open-minded more than President Ruto. Wakati tulikuwa na Moi alikuwa anatuongoza, Moi kama alikuwa amekukasirikia detention mara moja. Yes, he was a hard-working president, a serious disciplinarian, but he never forgave those he thought were out of line. Yes, Kibaki was a very good president. In fact, a person who handled the economy very well, but it was very hard to find him. I worked with him as his minister. I worked with him as his colleague in parliament. So I'm sure hapa Migori County kwa wale walikuwa hai wakati huo, mlikutana na Kibaki, lakini alikuwa president. I worked with Uhuru Kenyatta, and Uhuru Kenyatta was a very jovial president, but you could hardly ever find him in Migori County or anywhere. So that tells you that the president we have is accessible. The president we have is hardworking. Economic times are difficult. Hata sisi kwa makaunti hatupati pesa vile tunatarajia kupata. Lakini ile iko kidogo, Mbadi pamoja na bosi yake wanatumana kwetu na tunaitumia vizuri. Kwa hivyo mimi nikisema apate 2 terms nimekosa. Ni maoni yangu, na hapa Migori County nikiwaeleza kwa upole. In the last 1 year, we presented our request because building markets is our responsibility. And 18 modern markets are under construction or consideration. Hapa Suna East mahali tuko, kuna ile ya juu ambayo ni Ugwethi. Inaendelea. Hapa chini soko Mjinga tutakuwa na ingine. Na kule Masara tutakuwa na ingine, na Bondo tutakuwa na ingine. Ukienda kule sehemu ya Kuria utapata tuko na ingine. Pale Nyabohanze, another will be Mabera, another will be in Kihancha, and we are already about to start the one of Kigonga and another in Timaru. If you go to Nyatike, Miuru is about to be advertised, Makalda is there, Nyakweri is there, Onger is there, and Sori will be advertised. Ukienda Awendo, tuko na Yaranen, ingine uko Kolenya, Awendo Modern will be constructed, and Rongo, Riosir, and we will have Rongo Modern Market and another around Rongo University. Hiyo ni masoko tu. Kuna wale wawongo watakuja waseme ati those were constructed by the national government, not the government of Ochilo. I want to tell you, sisi ndio tunapanga. Na ni kazi yetu kutafuta marafiki, kutafuta uhusiano, and then we work on it together. It is the same guy who may come to you, akiona watoto wako wamesoma kwa sababu ya mpangilio yako, anasema wewe ulisomesha watoto kwa harambe. Si wewe ndio uliwasomesha? Yes, if you don't have resources, you invite Mbadi and me tunakuchangia, lakini watoto ni wanani? Wako. Kwa hivyo, mimi na serikali yangu ndio tunajenga. Hapa karibu mtaona vile tunatumia mambo ya affordable housing kuimarisha hii hospitali ya hapa and the infrastructure around here. So this administration is working and it is focused on the responsibility you gave it. Now, because teachers are wonderful people, I know the leadership here is facing elections. Do not subject them to change for the sake of change. Think of stability. Think of improvement. Think of consistency. We all need to be fair and provide adequate opportunity and adequate support to those we are put in office. Usiweke tu mtu alafu akikalia kiti unawasha moto chini ya kiti ili atoke, hata kutumikia. Just give them time to serve you. If you give them adequate time to serve you, you will be justly and fairly the person to decide that I gave you enough time, I gave you enough support, but you did not discharge your obligation. Lakini mkiwaharakisha, mtaweka huyo, mtamutoa, muweke mwingine, umutoe, and this building will not be complete. Wale walikuwa na ndoto na vision of this building, tafadhali, if you think they have not sinned more than you because all of us are sinners and fallen short of God's glory, warudishe. Na hata mimi vile vile, mimi naomba mnirudishe. Kwa sababu mimi niko focused, na chapa kazi, na sana sana na waheshimu kama walimu. Hata first lady wa Migori alikuwa mwalimu kule Minyenya. Yeye bahati mzuri alikuwa mwalimu wa TSC. Mimi nilikuwa mwalimu wa BOM, lakini ilikuwa nafasi mzuri kuwa mwalimu. So thank you very much for the opportunity and the privilege you have accorded me to come here. I am happy today you have not invited those who distract me because you have recognized that I'm the governor of the day. Serikali. Unajua kuna wengine wanakualika Waziri Mbadi, alafu they bring some people to luero you. Itiyo tojogoluthi. Itiyo tojogoluthi. And when you get upset because you are on duty and they are making noise, watu wanaanza kusema fulani ni mtu wa makasiriko. When you invite us like this one, let us have the day. You can invite them in other functions. They are also free people to join in those other functions. So thank you very much for today's invite. Tutembee pamoja. Hii shamba ambayo tumewapa, just do another letter. We bring the surveyors. We take it to the National Lands Commission. Mupate hiyo title. Alafu tuwe sawasawa. Mukihitaji maji hapa, kwa sababu mnahitaji maji hapa, tupange pamoja. We supply you with water. If you need related infrastructure, we help you get the related infrastructure and you get served as the people of Migori. Sisi vile vile tunapeana wakati ukifika pesa kidogo ya empowerment. As I look around when we are empowering small people in their businesses, sijaona walimu, sijui nyinyi mkoaje. mujipange na ombi, alafu tukipeana fedha. Mwaka jana tulipeana fedha about 54 million. Si kuona kikundi ama chama cha ama ushirikiano ya walimu. Sijui mlijificha wapi. NOC. Hello? It is said that knock and the seek and you shall, and whoever seeketh findeth. Si Mungu ndiye alisema hivyo? Basi mimi kama binadamu mkigonga ile kidogo, basi tutashare pamoja nanyi. Na kwa hayo machache mimi naomba 2 terms, na naombia rais wa Kenya 2 terms, because huyu Mbadi ametupenda sisi kama watu wa Migori. The president has given him direct instructions to work closely with wananchi. Na hao wananchi wa Migori anawapenda sana. In fact, in this month he has been here, and he will be here even the day after tomorrow. Next month he will be here. And because anapata riziki kutoka huko kwa rais, na rais mwenyewe anatutembelea, wangapi wamekubali hiyo mantra ya 2 terms nione? I was forgetting just one item. PS, electronic procurement, unaona iko kotini. The governors have taken it to court. I know the CS is not happy about it, but I will explain just briefly why the governors have a problem with it. The governors want the procurement. We want it. But the Constitution also wants us to be distinct and separate. Our problem is we do not want the National Treasury to have a one-size-fits-all and manage all counties from Nairobi. Let hiyo kitu hapa, devolve it here, but leave its management here. Just oversee it. Because today, if we did our procurement and it got stuck in Nairobi, and one of the business people, awe mwalimu, akija akaniuliza hapa nimwambie niulize watu wa Nairobi, inaweza kuwa shida. Ukweli ama sio ukweli? If you look at the judiciary, you will find the judiciary constitutional is another arm of government. So in your power, and I appreciate you have a power, fanya ya national infrastructure, fanya ya county separate, alafu sisi zote kwa eneo zetu tuwe electronic ama procurement compliant. Nimesema ama sijasema? Awacho koseo kawacho. Awacho ne wuod ng'ong'o miluongo ni Mbadi ka nikech no dwaro bedo governor to baba ne oleko no dhi bedo waziri kata president chieng' moro. Dino bed governor dino moke otegu masani ma wantiere ni mar dwaro no tim gigo e county. Awacho koseo kawacho. Kwa hayo machache zote tuamke, alafu tumkaribishe mgeni wa heshima siku ya leo.
Okay, I hope they will function. To my teacher, Governor Migori County, Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗓, PS, my ministry in charge of public investment and asset management, Bwana Cyril Wagunda Odede, Chair, NAT, Mr. Malel, I know Ms. Ombori is here. Roslyn, who has hosted us here, with the entire executive of NAT and the NAT officials from various branches, from various, what do you call, sub-branches? They are branches. So Migori is, and then Nyatike West, Those are sub-branches or regions. Yes, that is the word I was looking for. Na walimu wengine wote, amjamboni? Amjambo. Asanteni sana. I was trying to avoid that. Solidarity. Solidarity. Sawa. Okay, let me start then again. Solidarity. 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 Thank you very much. You know, a while back, some months ago, a few months ago, I received a guest. I received your branch executive secretary, together with, I think, 3 other people, visiting me in my office. I'd only seen her once. I was told she was looking for me and she wanted to have an engagement, and I allowed her to come and see me. That is Madam 𝗨𝗡𝗜𝗓𝗏 Wandigi. And when she came, so when she came to my office, she had just one request, asking me to grace this occasion. And I told her I will come. And I am here. First, I want to congratulate you, sincerely, for having the vision to put up a project that I've just seen the design. In fact, this is the second time I'm seeing the drawing. That pictorial picture of what is going to be your headquarters, that is massive. It's a masterpiece. I must congratulate you. It is wise of you. It clearly demonstrates that when we give women space to work, they can deliver. And 𝗨𝗡𝗓𝗏, I promised you that I will give you the support to the level I can. And I want to assure you, mbele yao walimu, that I will put my efforts to support that project. You requested me to, going forward, talk to His Excellency the President, who again, now in a special way, come and preside over fundraising to help you move forward the project. I will do exactly that. I will do that. You know, kama mtu anataka usaidizi, si anasaidiwa? You help those who want to help themselves. And the fact that you've made some steps to even organize a fundraising that raised over 7 million, that clearly demonstrates that you are interested in the success and completion of the project. And so our work as your friends and partners would be to come in and support you from where you have reached to another level. And that is what I am here to do. I want to also not remind you, but inform you that I've also been a teacher. You know, once a teacher is a teacher, because you teach, some people will call you a teacher forever. And as I call Governor Ochilo my teacher, there are also others who, when they meet me, they call me mwalimu. They don't even call me mheshimiwa, they don't call me waziri, they don't call me anything. They call me mwalimu because there is some level of attachment that students have with their teachers. So I've also taught as a BOM teacher. You know, our days, it was very sweet. Our days, it was very sweet. Once you finished school, college, especially when you graduate as a teacher, at whatever level, P1, graduate or diploma, automatically, in fact, you are leaving school, university, with a letter of employment. That is where we want Kenya to go back to. But even those days, even if you were not a trained teacher, you could still get opportunity, so long as you have something between your ears, to get opportunity to stand in front of students and teach. And that is the opportunity I got. Whether I did it well or badly, hiyo ni maneno ingine. But I tried my best. I see some people, when they meet me, they are very excited. They call me mwalimu, mwalimu, mwalimu. So I don't know whether they are calling me that to appreciate what I did or telling me, well, you were there, but that was not your space. So I have taught, but most importantly, I also kind of grew in the hands of a teacher. He was not a teacher then, my brother, my own brother, the one I followed. I'm his third follower. And he was employed as a teacher when I was going to Form 4. But before then, he's the one who mentored me all through. There's a brother of mine who tried his best just by going to Kericho, working and making sure that I go to Form 1. Otherwise, if he was not there, I would have not made it to Form 1. Because my brother had just finished Form 4, had not been employed, was still looking for a job. Here I am also going to school. So he did a lot. But my teacher brother mentored me in a number of ways that today I don't want to talk about because it would take a whole afternoon. And I respect him to date. And is my friend today. But I see the challenges he's going through. You know, when I was growing up and I used to see walimu, even wives of walimu we thought had money. Because they are the ones we used to call madam. Madam was not titled for anybody. It was only for wives of teachers. Or a madam teacher, who were very few then. So I thought teachers had a lot of money. Up to the time my brother became a teacher, and I got to understand the frustration he's gone through. Actually, he's retiring next year, unfortunately. I don't know whether fortunately or unfortunately. But a lot of times, he's earning a salary, but a lot of times I have to come in. I have to come through for him. Because he cannot make ends meet in a decent way. He cannot. So I'm asking myself, if I was not there for him, what would happen? Because not all teachers have brothers who at least have a better income. So I think I agree with you that as a government, we must do more to make sure that teachers are appreciated. I know the economic challenges that we are going through. But despite those challenges, we must always prioritize education. And that is why I will talk about a few things. I'll just speak on a few things, some which the chairman has raised here. And chairman, I want to give you my assurance that whatever promise the president gave you, I have them. When I was taking up this appointment, I agreed and accepted to help the president. It is my duty to help the president push forward his agenda and vision for this country. So whatever the president agreed with you, it is my duty to rearrange the budget, restructure it to accommodate the president's thinking and the agreement that he has with the teachers. I cannot sit back and say, there is no money, then the president becomes a liar. It is my duty to look for that money. So I will make sure that whatever the president promised, if he promised you anything on CBA, we will look for money to support that. If he promised anything on promotion specifically, and I know he did, we have to look for that money and actualize the government's and the president's commitments towards supporting teachers. And sometimes you see, you ask for promotion and people think you are asking for too much. But the truth is that if you are promoted from one grade to another, the salary differences is even too negligible. That you probably require promotion almost every year. So I understand that, but it may sometimes not be practical. But whatever we can do as government to fast track and quicken the promotion of teachers, we will do that, Bwana Chairman. So take this message to the executive of NAT, national executive led by the Secretary General and the Chairman and your entire team, that the government is committed towards working with the teachers. I don't think solution to our problems is always to antagonize. I don't think we cannot dialogue. Look, if we dialogue, things get easier. And it's very easy. You just sit down with us, we discuss, we tell you, this is where our economy is, we can do this for now, this one we can postpone to maybe 1 or 2 years later, and we understand each other because we belong to this country. So, I know we have limitation of time. The governor here has some other commitments, and myself, I also have some other commitments. Now, I will speak about the project. This your project, apart from the pledge that I've said, we will organize, as we agreed, to get you, His Excellency the President, to come and preside over. The way I've come here, I will also make some little donation when I finish. But allow me now to speak generally, because I know I am speaking to people who you don't have to explain every word that you say. My friends, I know you have heard a lot of propaganda and stories and discussions around whether this government is delivering or not. And yes, there is no government in the world which has no shortcomings. No government, even the US government. Trump makes mistakes every day. Comes up with the tariffs which he withdraws the following day, the following minute. Makes order about Ukraine which does not work or which do not work. And because mistake is human. But it is important to have a government which is courageous enough to confront issues. Many of you are not aware where we were in 2022. Many of you may not know what was happening last year. But I will tell you, as I hear people saying that life has become unbearable, they are forgetting that when Ruto took over power, inflation in this country was almost at 10%. It was 9.6%. I don't want you to respond to me. I want you to just go back home after we'll have finished my speech and think about what I was saying. And just because you are people who can think, just go and think about me. Don't even clap for me. Just go and think about what I'm saying. If you are taking up a government with inflation of 9.6%, and in 2 years, 3 years, you have reduced it to 4.5% inflation. You are taking up a government with people having sufurias on their heads because there is no food. They can't eat. Bei ya unga is over 240, 220. And then in another 3 years, you are not seeing people with the sufurias on their heads. You are taking up a government where the main cash crop, which is tea, is struggling. I don't know whether you are hearing even these naysayers, whether you are hearing them saying that tea is still a problem. I don't hear them. Which means something has been done in the tea sector or tea subsector. You are taking up a government where coffee, which used to be the #1 foreign exchange earner for this country, had completely collapsed. Today, the fastest growing crop in terms of foreign exchange earning is coffee. In less than 3 years. Because of government interventions. You are taking up a government where milk producers, the farmers, the Maasai people, and all of us who have cattle are complaining and are accusing the president of killing the dairy industry because he has a personal interest. Today, you don't hear a lot of problems in the dairy sector. And you can see the reforms in the sugar sector. I could go on and on, but the truth is that the agricultural sector is being turned around. But are you forgetting that the shilling had reached 160 to 165 to the dollar in this country? If you had a student learning out of this country, it was a problem. I had a daughter who just graduated a few days ago in Australia. I would tell you that in 1 year, the fees I was paying without Australian university adding even a dollar to the fees, I paid 50% more because of the weakening of the shilling. And why did that shilling weaken? Because people who are in office were not strategic thinkers to see that there was a loan coming up for payment in June 2024, and there was no plan at all on how to pay that loan. And so the signal that was sent across the globe was that Kenya was going to default. And therefore, our shilling almost crashed because of such carelessness, such lack of foresight. And you are taking up such a government. Let me tell you, IMF classified 6 countries in Africa which were going to default in loan repayment. 5 of them have defaulted. Only 1 survived. And the only one which survived is Kenya. Ghana defaulted, Ethiopia defaulted, Chad defaulted, Mozambique defaulted. That is the president you are being told is not delivering. Let me ask you, I don't know how many of you understand if we defaulted in paying our loans. We would not be having an economy to talk about today. You would not even be talking about CBA. You probably would be chasing us like the Nepal leadership. Sijui kama nimekasirisha mtu. I am saying that a lot has happened. And a lot continues to happen. And when the president gave me this appointment, I promised him that we'll work hand in hand to make sure that the economy of this country is revived. And we are on the right trajectory. Watch this space. I read a newspaper today, one of them, in fact, which is always very negative about government. I will not say which one, because they will think I'm attacking that media, that newspaper. And they are saying that they are questioning some of the steps I am taking to help manage our debts. And they were questioning too. And they are saying, if those ones succeed, then things will be better. But the possibility of those things succeeding is remote. I'm just laughing because the things they are saying are not going to succeed. One has already succeeded. It's only that I have not shouted about it. Tumemaliza moja, I will not tell them which one. And it is helping us save billions of shillings. Moja will also succeed because I'm working very hard. The government is working very hard. The president is working very hard to make sure that we manage our debt to be sustainable, so that we don't reach 2027, 2028, and then you hear that the shilling is at 200 to the dollar. That economy is collapsing. Economy cannot collapse under our watch. This is our country. We must put all our efforts here to make sure that Kenya moves forward. Now, those who are saying that this government is not doing a lot, Governor Ochilo is telling you here, 18 markets are being constructed in Migori County as we speak, and more will be constructed. Which other government has ever done that? This Migori County, we are doing a lot of fish landing sites here, from Sori all the way to Moru Bay. Which government has done that? In this county, this financial year, if you look at the budget books, and they are now transparent, you can see them. There are a number of roads that we have put for tarmacking, not maram. Posta Nikendo, all the way Nyarongi, all the way Makalda, we have put a budget there. If you go to Suna West, Kababu, Bondo, all the way Pinyo Ye as you proceed to Ghotkachola. That has been split into two. I know you are asking me about Ngege Mapera. Ngege Mapera is a problem of contractor who must be removed. It's not money. Go to the budget is there. Walawe 1 hour. Rajimbe noja mana turukai. Totamore losondara. If you go Muhuru from the road leading to Muhuru, that road has been the song for years and years. For the first time, that road has 487 million shillings in this financial year. You leave Nyakweri going all the way to Kalamindi, also in this program. You go to Awendo, there is a road from Kanyawanga going to Dede, all the way to Rapogi, turning to Gowirakoko, all the way to Jiudendi in Awendo. All that is in the program. Atieko wajuno. Bas. So what I'm saying in short is that a lot of things are happening. And by the way, we are doing the stadium with the governor here. We are doing the stadium for Migori. So why would one even imagine for the first time, for any right-thinking person, especially from Migori County? Kama mtu anaongea huko anasema Ruto hakuna kitu Ruto anafanya, ni sawa. Lakini hapa Migori tunaona vitu zina anafanya. Si ndio? Odwani Ruto timango. So let me close, wind up. As we do all these things, we must also bring reforms. My friends, let me be clear on this. In this country, resources are limited, and it is not just Kenya alone. Even the world's leading economies, there are challenges. We must also bring reforms in the way we use our resources. It does not make sense that we take money from you, your small salary. We are taxing that salary. And after taxing it, then we give it to people to use it for provision of public service, and they don't. They convert public money to private money. That is why, if you listened to my speech on 12th of June, I did not bring any tax adjustments to the disadvantage of working Kenyan or even the business people. But my speech was heavy on reforms, because we need reforms in this country. Whenever I talk to Kenyans, they tell me, "Buddy, we are giving you so much money, but we don't see the value for it. Watu wanaiba hiyo pesa, kwa nini?" It is my duty. I cannot be given an assignment like the one you have given me. You hire me to bring changes, and then I sit in the office and it is business as usual. I said it is going to be business unusual. Anyone who is not comfortable with that, you can ask the appointing authority to sack me. Because I can't sit in an office and do things the same way, and Kenyans are complaining. Treasury single account. When you hear about it, you don't know exactly what it means. It's very simple. The government officers have been requesting for money from Exchequer. Maybe to pay you salary, maybe to meet your expenses, and they keep it in the current account. They keep the money in some capital account, in the bank, earning interest. And you wonder why. The money for government is not supposed to be kept in some account to earn interest for a known use. It is supposed to go directly to for the purpose for which it was budgeted. And that is why we are saying we are bringing treasury single account, and we have implemented it. Now, when you requisition money for mileage, it will go to mileage. You cannot use it for anything else. If you request money to pay a contractor, a supplier, you cannot use that money to fuel your car. That is what we are saying. You requisition money with the invoice, and that invoice is what we pay. You have heard, and by the way, you know, mwalimu wangu nimemwogopa sana. I don't even want to respond to him. Lakini, I'm sure you have heard elsewhere, let me not say Migori, elsewhere, that money is being requisitioned to pay a contractor, na inalipwa contractor mwingine. That is what we are saying we don't want. And those are the reforms I'm bringing. And Treasury single account is supposed to sort out that. We are now integrating the payroll. Many counties, many ministries, we are paying people who don't exist. 10 people sharing the same bank account. We are integrating payroll whether they like it or not. Because the money belongs to the people of Kenya. Sindio? We want the money that goes to TSC to pay teachers to pay existing live and teaching teachers. We don't want to pay teachers who belong to the mind of either the CEO or accounting officer somewhere. Sawa sawa. Hiyo ni mbaya. Secondly, now I'm coming to e-procurement. You know, let me tell you something. You know, people don't understand this e-procurement. Let me just explain you in a minute. The current system works like this. We prepare a budget. It is approved by Parliament or County Assembly. That budget for counties goes to control of budget. Who checks it, approves, then it goes to IFMIS. From IFMIS, mwisho. Kila kitu sasa manual. Procurement plan, manual. Advertisement, manual. Tendering submission, manual. Tender evaluation, manual. You know what? You have put your tender very well for construction of a road, 10 kilometers. You have said you can do it for 6 million. Because Mr. Nyango is loved by the people who are doing tender evaluation. Do you know what they do? They will remove, plug your document, KRA compliance. They take away your KRA PIN. And then they say, you have not qualified because you did not attach KRA PIN. We are giving Mr. Nyango, who has tendered at 9 million shillings. And you wanted to do it for 6 million. 3 million shillings we are spending for no reason. That is the current system. And they say, in fact, you know, it is very interesting. They say the lowest evaluated bidder. Not lowest bidder. Lowest evaluated bidder. Hiyo ndio serikali inafanya kazi hiyo saa hizi. Now, what we are doing now with this e-procurement, can I explain to you? So now the budget, once the budget is approved, that budget is uploaded in the IFMIS, the way it was being done. But from IFMIS, it goes to e-procurement platform, where everybody in this country, you just have your phone, you click and you can see the budget. Everybody, you can see any budget. Whether you are in Lamu, you can see the budget of Migori. Then the other thing you will see, procurement plan was being bought. For you to know the procurement plan of Migori County, you have to know someone who knows who. You must look for a UMA protocol to tell you exactly what Migori County plans to buy, what Migori County plans to do. And this is your county. What the Ministry of National Treasury plans to do, you have to buy someone to tell you. What we are saying, all annual procurement plans in the country, including State House, are to be uploaded in the system. By a click of the button, you can know President Ruto wants to renovate his house. And he has a budget of 3 billion. You start preparing yourself if you have the capacity to do it. All annual procurement plans, including, and I'm happy, State House has already uploaded procurement plan. Whoever imagined that procurement plan of State House will be public? Who even imagined that? Now that is public. Then a tender advertisement. You will just click like this, and you see all adverts in the country. Then you can submit your bid through the phone. If you are in the US, you can still tender. You just get the document in the system and fill and unajaza. And you are seeing the way it is being evaluated. If you are losing, you are just seeing hii nimepoteza. Hii imeenda. Hii imeenda hata kuna haja ya kupigia mtu simu. Imeenda. And then you are awarded. And when it comes to payment, we stop hearing people who are dying of blood pressure, sukari imepanda, because they supplied or they did business with the government 3 years ago. They have not been paid up to today. The budget will be locked in the system. You cannot pay X, which was not in the procurement plan. You will just be paying what is in the procurement plan. We will avoid issues of pending bills. They will not accumulate. And so, I know, with all due respect to my brother, Governor, I respect, I know, by the way, I participated in making this constitution. I know there is distinctiveness between the two levels of government, but I know they are also interdependent. The constitutions also, Article 227, read together with the Public Finance Management Act, and read together with the Public Asset and Disposal Act, and read together with the regulations of that act, have given me the power to design system for both national and county, but respecting that counties are distinct. But I'm asking myself, if e-procurement now is interfering with the independence of the county, how come we are using IFMIS? IFMIS is also a national government tool. If there is any challenge between national and county government, we will resolve all that. But e-procurement is the way to go so that Kenyans can save some money. Hallelujah. Akoso nengato. Akoso. Kora angima we ugo jo thurwa jo puonj. Kuye. Anange kwaye di. Kechung'eyo ni ano kadhi dwaro kura mora mora. O kadhi chung. To. Chung beka chung to benda teka chuth. En manani ya. Poda pimo piny. Lakini gima kwayo ni President Ruto tumina tu terms adi. Nikech kumiyo nago 2 terms. Wambe nitie kwano mwagoyo. Koso kwano no kwago. Uye wagoe. Uye ni mono wagoe. Atieko. Koro, let me just say this. Madam, I brought something small to add on to what you got from your fundraising. I'm adding you 1 million to add to what you got as we prepare for the other one. Lastly, unajua vile nimekuja hapa, hata kama niko na kitu kidogo, I have to support your transport kidogo. So hiyo, hapo, nitawachia